These tiny Japanese trucks have sparked a revolution in America, and Suzuki just dropped their latest masterpiece that could change everything. The 2026 Suzuki Carry has been unveiled, and it's packing features that directly address what American buyers have been desperately craving in a pickup truck market that's gone completely insane. Let me paint you a picture of where we are right now. The average pickup truck in America costs over $60,000. The Ford F-150 Raptor starts at $78,440. The Chevrolet Silverado High Country begins at $68,495. Even the supposedly compact Ford Maverick still commands $30,000 plus. Meanwhile, farmers, small business owners, and practical Americans are looking at these prices and thinking there has to be a better way. That's where the K-truck revolution comes in, quietly building momentum across the United States. Import data reveals a 300% increase over 5 years, with approximately 7,500 units entering the U.S. market in 2024 alone. Industry experts estimate tens of thousands of these vehicles currently operate across the country. Here's what makes this story absolutely fascinating. While American automakers have been chasing luxury and size, Suzuki has been perfecting the art of practical transportation. The Suzuki Carry isn't some newcomer trying to make a quick buck. This little beast has dominated the Japanese market since 1961, making it one of the longest-running vehicles in automotive history. We're talking about 11 generations of continuous refinement, with each iteration learning from decades of real-world use across every conceivable application. From bustling Tokyo delivery routes to remote mountain farms, the Carry has proven itself in conditions that would challenge vehicles twice its size. Now, after almost 12 years since the current generation arrived, Suzuki has finally decided it's time for a major refresh. The timing couldn't be more perfect. The updated lineup of the Carry and Super Carry will reach Japanese dealers on January 23rd, 2026, and the changes they've made read like a direct response to American complaints about modern trucks. Let's start with what makes this thing so special. Despite being shorter than a modern Mini Cooper, the Suzuki Carry still packs a full 6-foot bed. Think about that for a moment. Most massive American trucks today can't offer you a 6-foot bed without stepping up to their crew cab versions. The bed dimensions are genuinely comparable to crew cab versions of far larger vehicles like the Ford F-150, but you're getting this capability in a package that can navigate tight city streets and park in spaces that would leave a full-size truck circling the block. The specs tell an incredible story of efficiency. The updated Carry and Super Carry continue with the key class 658 cubic centimeters 3-cylinder engine, which produces 50 horsepower and 59 newton meters of torque. Before you dismiss those numbers, consider this: despite the modest power output, most key trucks achieve a bed load capacity of 350 kilograms, which translates to 770 pounds. That's serious utility in a package that delivers between 40 and 50 miles per gallon. The pricing structure reveals just how disconnected American trucks have become from practical needs. The cheapest Carry KC with rear-wheel drive and a manual gearbox starts from 1,172,600 yen, which converts to approximately $7,500. On the upper end, the flagship Super Carry Special Edition X Limited with 4-wheel drive and an automatic transmission lists for 1,800,700 yen, or about $11,500. Suzuki isn't stopping at basic transportation. They're offering the Carry and Super Carry in a variety of specialized configurations that showcase the platform's versatility. You can get dump truck versions, food trucks, gate lifters, refrigerated vans, and cleaning trucks. The cheapest specialty option is the Quintero dump truck at 1,618,100 yen, which is about $10,300. The most expensive configuration is the low-temperature refrigerated truck at 2,658,700 yen, or roughly $17,000. Even at the top end, you're looking at $17,000 for a specialized commercial vehicle. Compare that to a basic John Deere side-by-side utility vehicle that costs $30,000, and you start to understand why American farmers and small business owners are taking notice. The 2026 refresh addresses several key areas that matter to American buyers. The biggest visual change comes up front, where the nose has been reworked with horizontally arranged headlights featuring dark clusters and standard LED lighting for a slightly tougher look. The new headlights combine with a slimmer grille and a slightly larger bumper intake to give the truck a more substantial presence on the road. The real improvements go much deeper than cosmetics. Equipment has been upgraded with the dual sensor brake support, 2 automatic emergency braking system, lane departure prevention, sign recognition, start notification function, emergency stop signal, and parking sensors for both front and rear. These are safety features that many expensive American trucks charge extra for, and Suzuki is making them standard equipment. The four-wheel drive version gets even more impressive with a differential lock and a new mud escape assist function. Combined with the truck's short wheelbase and 273mm ground clearance, that's 10.7 inches, this little truck can venture further off the beaten track than you might expect. The engineering philosophy here is completely different from American trucks that rely on brute force and massive size. A standout addition to the range is the X Limited Special Edition of the Super Carry. This version swaps the usual badge for bold Suzuki lettering and adds glossy black inserts on the grille, bumper intake, and fog light surrounds. It features black graphics on the bodywork along with matching steel wheels and door handles. It's a small touch, but it shows Suzuki understands that even practical vehicles can have personality. The man behind this evolution deserves recognition. Toshihiro Suzuki became chairman, chief executive officer, and president of the company in 2021, taking over from his legendary father Osamu Suzuki, who passed away in December 2024 at age 94. Osamu Suzuki was credited with building the company into its current status, and his influence on the Carry's development philosophy cannot be overstated. Osamu Suzuki's thriftiness was legendary throughout the industry. He would order factory ceilings lowered to save on air conditioning costs and flew economy class on airplanes even at an advanced age. This mentality of practical efficiency permeates every aspect of the Carry's design. It's not about cutting corners, it's about eliminating waste and focusing on what actually matters. The design heritage of the Carry also includes some surprising influences. The fourth generation model benefited from Italian design expertise when Suzuki hired Giorgetto Giugiaro's firm, Italdesign, to revamp the Carry. Giugiaro is the legendary designer behind vehicles like the Volkswagen Golf, BMW M1, and Lotus Esprit. Having that level of design DNA in a working truck speaks to Suzuki's commitment to making practical vehicles that don't sacrifice aesthetics. What makes this story even more compelling is the political momentum building in America. President Trump recently made a significant announcement during a December 3rd press conference with automotive executives. He stated, "If you go to Japan, where I just left, and if you go to South Korea, Malaysia, and other countries, they have a very small car, sort of like the Beetle used to be. They're very small, they're really cute." And I said, how would that do in this country? Everyone seems to think good, but you're not allowed to build them. I've authorized the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, to immediately approve the production of those cars. Some of them are really beautiful. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy followed up with confirmation, saying, "He gave me the directive to clear the regulations on this, to which we have. So, if Toyota or any other company wants to make smaller, more affordable cars, fuel efficient, we have cleared the deck so they can make them in America and sell them in America." Ford CEO Jim Farley described these regulatory changes as a victory for common sense and affordability. That's a remarkable statement from the head of America's most iconic truck manufacturer, essentially acknowledging that the current trajectory isn't sustainable. The state-level changes are equally encouraging. In April 2024, Texas reversed its ban on K-trucks, rendering them street legal. Massachusetts initially banned K-trucks in mid-2024, but reversed the decision, fully legalizing 25-year-old K vehicles for road use. Most recently, Colorado Governor Jared Polis signed HB 25-1281 into law, legalizing the use of K cars and trucks on the state's roads starting in July 2027. Real Americans are already discovering the practical benefits. Ryan Douglas replaced his mid-size American pickup with a Japanese K truck and found that while it's shorter than a modern Mini Cooper, it still provides a full 6-foot bed that's longer than you'll find on many massive trucks today. A farmer from outside Raleigh, North Carolina, purchased a 1997 Honda Acti for just $2,000 after researching a John Deere side-by-side that cost $30,000. As he put it, the John Deere was nice and all, but simply wasn't worth the price. David M. McChristian, a 37-year-old firefighter from Houston and president of the Lone Star K Advocacy Group, represents a growing community of enthusiasts who see these vehicles as a solution to America's truck affordability crisis. The practical applications are endless. Small business owners, farmers, landscapers, and urban delivery services are adopting them for their affordability, fuel efficiency, and compact size, which is ideal for navigating tight spaces. Let's address the elephant in the room, though. safety concerns, and regulatory barriers. Critics point out that the snub-nosed front of kei trucks means there's no protective crumple zone in front of the driver. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety notes that Japanese kei cars can't currently be sold in the US because they aren't designed for this market and don't meet various standards. However, as Tiffany Sadek, director of the University of Michigan Law School's Law and Mobility program, points out, it's easy to want to drive one of these cute kei cars. It's another thing to put your family in them and travel down the highway at 70 miles per hour between a Suburban and an F-150. This is a fair point that highlights the need for thoughtful integration rather than wholesale replacement. The reality is that kei trucks aren't meant to replace every vehicle for every purpose. They're meant to provide an affordable, efficient option for the countless Americans who need basic truck capability without the massive size, complexity, and cost of modern American pickups. The dimensions and specifications of kei vehicles aren't the result of market studies or customer demand. They're actually imposed by the Japanese government. Way back in the 1940s, Japan's leaders realized that automobile ownership would be crucial to rebuilding the country's shattered post-war economy. To help stimulate both, they created a special class of light vehicles with specific size and engine restrictions. This regulatory framework forced manufacturers like Suzuki to innovate within strict constraints, leading to remarkable engineering efficiency. The current kei class limits vehicles to no more than 3.4 meters long and 1.48 meters wide. That's 11.2 feet long and 4.9 feet wide. Within these constraints, engineers have created vehicles that maximize utility while minimizing resource consumption. The 2026 Suzuki Carry represents the latest evolution of this philosophy, incorporating decades of refinement and real-world testing. The fact that Suzuki has achieved 30 consecutive years as the #1 kei car manufacturer in Japan speaks to their mastery of this format. They've sold millions of these vehicles across Asia, creating a proven track record that American buyers can trust. What's particularly exciting is how the timing aligns perfectly with changing American attitudes toward transportation. Younger buyers are increasingly questioning the value proposition of massive, expensive trucks for daily driving. Environmental consciousness is driving demand for more efficient vehicles. Urban density is making smaller vehicles more practical. The Suzuki Carry hits all these trends while providing genuine utility. The challenge now is navigating the regulatory landscape to make these vehicles available to American consumers. While the executive branch has signaled support, significant regulatory hurdles remain. The 25-year import rule continues to be the primary pathway for Americans to legally own kei trucks, but that's changing as states like Texas and Colorado create new legal frameworks. Looking ahead, the question isn't whether Americans want affordable, efficient trucks. The import data and grassroots enthusiasm prove they do. The question is whether American manufacturers will adapt to this demand, or whether companies like Suzuki's will find ways to bring their proven solutions to the American market. The 2026 Suzuki Carry refresh suggests that Suzuki is serious about global expansion and willing to invest in improvements that address international concerns. The upgraded safety features, improved styling, and enhanced capability show a company that's listening to feedback and evolving their product accordingly. For American consumers frustrated with truck prices and complexity, the Carry represents something remarkable, a return to the fundamental idea that trucks should be practical, affordable tools rather than luxury statements. At $7,500 for the base model, it offers truck capability at a fraction of the cost of American alternatives. Whether through direct sales, domestic production, or continued imports, the kei truck revolution has arrived in America. Suzuki has just shown us what the future of practical transportation could look like, and it's smaller, smarter, and significantly more affordable than what Detroit has been offering. The 2026 Carry might be tiny by American standards, but it's carrying the hopes of everyone who believes that trucks should serve people, not profit margins.